We are going live now.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this adorable, depressing game.
Yeah, welcome back to Spiritfarer.
No.
Oh, look at the cute little mushroom. Now I'm gonna die. You know?
Or be mobbed.
See, the mushroom wasn't the one that got me. The one that got me was the frog. Because it was just the idea of, yeah, he's there for you every day, he's so happy and stuff, and then just gone.
Well,
That's
listen,
right.
you have to accept that eventually every frog's gonna croak.
Alright, fuck.
Well, okay, so wasn't the implication with that, with Spiritfarer spoilers? Okay, give me 30 seconds. Wasn't the implication that he killed himself?
Oh,
Well, he's
that's
already-
right.
he's
There
already
was
dead,
an
though.
implication like that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Where it was one of those things where, you know, the people who are sad the most inside are outwardly the most happy. Robin Williams, that's an
Oh, why don't you have
extensive example.
Oh,
Ah.
Miller.
Why'd you kick my dog?
Now you got me. Now, oh.
All right, now we're all sad. Now we're all in the
Okay.
good mindset.
Yeah. So, everybody, ready to play the game?
Ready to play the game? Are you ready to play the game?
Let's get ready to play the game.
It's time to play the game.
Do I talk funny? Is that what y'all are?
Jonas, would we ever mock you back?
Jonas, you're relatable. Therefore, I can mock you. No.
Anyway, let's.
Oh man,
So-
that didn't go how I expected. Looks like my cell phone had no reception at Gilbert's. Me and Carl both tried to call me. Mia. Joker.
That's right. Hey, Finley. Thanks for calling me back. I was worried when I saw you today. Are you okay?
I'd be lying if I said I was.
Oh. I don't know if it'll help, but I actually have plans for tonight. I think I need to get my mind off things, and I'm guessing you might want to as well? If you come along, we could help each other. Pina will be there too.
Both my girlfriends, huh? Sure, why not?
I was about to say.
Whoa,
Cool.
It's a harem game.
I just got off work. Hey, since it involves Mia, would you call that a ménage à trois?
Alright,
Yep.
look.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
standing...
standing in...
No, that's me. I'm standing in the middle of town square.
Perfect. I'm heading your way now. Let's meet at the hospital entrance, okay? Oop, I gotta go AFK
All right.
already. 1 second.
See you soon.
Says
Right.
this as soon as he goes AFK.
If Stoker's gone a long time, I'll just. I'll
I need to walk a very long way this way, and she just needs to walk outside. I hope your evening went better than mine.
Alright, it'll be just a couple minutes more. Hang tight just a sec, okay?
I'll spot for you, Stokes. It's fine.
Thank you!
Never.
Walking in a winter wonderland.
With the beetle little eyes as dark as nights.
Those are good lyrics. I like that.
Man, I gotta improvise more.
Please. It's pretty much. I recommend it. It's pretty much my entire sense of humor.
Slip an
Okay.
ice break back.
Is the funeral over already? Dr. Krakowski told me you were there.
Sure was. There was an argument. People said it was my fault Irma died.
What?
I wanted to explain myself, but didn't get the chance. Or didn't
That's
get
so
chance.
Didn't get chance. That's so mean. It makes me so angry.
Yeah. Can we change the subject, maybe? Anything special going on in your life?
Today's my stage debut.
What do you mean?
I'm rehearsing with the Porcupine Amateur Dramatics Group for the first time. Want to come watch? I want to get used to having an audience.
Do I need to do anything?
Watch, listen, nod, and don't be too harsh a critic.
I can do that.
No, you can't.
Yay! Let's go. The rehearsal's taking place on the small stage in the park.
You can walk on the windowsills because you could do that in Night in the Woods.
But only the first one?
Well, they're
Is there a
too
second
far
one?
apart to actually jump between them.
Looks doable, but yeah.
Oh yeah, how was Roomerang?
Boomerang?
They were playing Roomerang.
Boomerang.
Roomerang.
What's Roomerang?
It's a Jackbox game, apparently.
Okay.
Never heard of
Guess we will need to do the new Jackbox games at some point.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Where's Mia going? Just turn around.
She was having a cow moment. Mia! I'm so glad you came. And you brought Finley with you, too. Yes, I asked if he wanted to come.
Wait, just to watch.
Watching? Nonsense. You're just in time. One of our members dropped out today. Caught a flu at the Hibernation Festival or something. Oh no. Can we still rehearse without them? Sure we can. You've brought the perfect replacement.
But
Oh yes, Finley, please say you'll join in. I'm sure that's just what I need to feel more comfortable in my first role.
All right.
Yay! Woo!
You're gonna start a band.
I was in theater group in elementary school, but I might be a little rusty. What's the play? Will it even work with someone new in the role?
That's what's so great. We're an improv troupe. We give everyone a role at the start of the show and then just see what happens. And tonight, we've got something very special in store. A terrible crime that needs solving.
Yeah.
I'm scared already.
You're telling me.
And you, Vinny, are going to be our detective, the private eye. Burnseye. The guy who is a little too tough for the police. You're basically the referee. It'll be Gret practice for the rest of the group.
Gret practice.
Gret practice.
Oh, okay. I hope I can pull this off.
Okay, I'm
There.
back. Who's dead?
Okay.
Somebody
Yeah,
in the
everybody's
play. No.
Yeah. I
What
know.
did I miss?
We went down to the Mia doing a rehearsals for the play, but it's an improv group. I don't know how it's a play and an improv group at the same time, but apparently that's a thing.
Oh,
And she just
Well
wrote
then.
Finley into replacing somebody who just dropped out.
cool.
I know you can. This is going to be great. Is everyone ready? Yep.
That is the Puffin over there, so that's Stoker.
Oh, I'm already pumped. Hee hee.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
We're going to do improv now. I love improv. All right. You've all been given a brief on your roles.
Yes, and
Any questions? Good. Folks, we've got 2 new additions today.
Kid Foxboy, Rick, you missed your calling as a VA for exclusively female characters and children.
What?
it's
Uh-huh.
true.
Yes,
You-
Rick's very high pitched and soothing voice.
Yes, my very high-pitched voice.
So to celebrate, I've come up with something special. Listen up, everyone. We open on an old hospital.
Oh boy, that'll get everyone's minds off everything.
Yeah. It's 6 in the morning. There's a storm outside. The rain's coming down in buckets as one by one you enter the building. You're all animals. Shortly before the shift, shortly after the shift begins, we hear the chief physician's voice break into a horrifying scream.
I don't know who's talking. They're off screen. Ah.
I'm assuming that's Finley. Come on, you can do better than that. Let me feel your terror.
Ah!
Much better.
That was so scary, Discord wouldn't even broadcast it.
A body has been found in the chief physician's office. But it's not just any body. It's the body of the chief physician's personal assistant.
Oh no, Stefan!
You gather in the break room. The fresh coffee is still bubbling in the pot when the door flies open once more.
It'd be very weird if this actually happens tomorrow.
Into the room strides none other than the city's most famous detective. Finley, that's your cue.
Oh, this is
I guess
Finley.
that wasn't Finley. Oh well, whatever.
His face is grave, his steps determined, and so the questioning begins. Finley, you just let me know when you're ready to give your verdict, okay?
Okay.
All right, folks. Let the interrogation begin.
Dun 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 dun.
I don't know how that could have happened. It was the chief physician. I'm sure of it. You gotta believe me. She would have done anything for him, but she swept that under the table. If he threatened her with it, she wouldn't hesitate to resort to such means. Anything to preserve her career. I did see her leaving the building last night, when I was just starting my night shift. But doesn't mean anything at all.
That doesn't mean anything. Where were you at the time of the crime?
I was only here for a cigarette break. I just got back from the night shift, and I was going to go straight home after that.
Did you notice anything unusual? Is there any... So, okay, sometimes when you select the thing, it doesn't read it out again, and sometimes it does. Okay.
Whoops.
Is there anything else that might be relevant besides your theories?
Oh, I don't know if it's really relevant. But before the PA started here, he worked at another hospital. But he was falsely accused of involuntary manslaughter, so they fired him. Can you imagine that?
Do you suspect anyone?
I told you, the chief physician, of course. Haven't you ever seen a detective drama?
I'll
Yes.
come back to you later.
Alright. Oh man, I need a coffee.
That's a mood.
It's really terrible what happened. I still can't believe it. I was even here when the crime took place, and I still couldn't do anything except stab him repeatedly.
Where in the building were you at the time of the crime?
I always come in extra early, because I like to work in peace before the hustle and bustle starts. So I sat in my office all morning, going through patient records. I haven't been here long. I was eager for a fresh start after my previous hospital. You know, the one where I murdered that guy. And I get along very well with everyone here. But I'm still trying to get up to speed.
Now I didn't read it, okay?
Anything unusual? Well, there was that knife covered in blood in my hand. As you may already know, I'm pretty new here. So I probably wouldn't even notice if there was something out of the ordinary.
But maybe that will help you provide a more objective view than your colleagues.
Yes, I suppose so. I don't want to make any false accusations, but there is one thing as it happens. The chief physician came to see me a few days ago. She asked me to keep an eye on the janitor. I think he was seen hanging around my floor a few times heading into the storeroom. Very suspicious behavior for a janitor. Some people suspect him of stealing medication.
Have you noticed anything?
No, I've never seen him there. But maybe the murder victim caught him in the act. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, truly. Not even that asshole.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back, GC.
Did you ever speak to the ambulance driver?
I've seen him in the corridors a few times. But apart from a friendly nod here and there, we've never really interacted. Yes, I'm happy to help if I can. I don't know who this one is.
Make a GC.
So here. I'd love to help, but I've been busy all morning.
Busy, eh? With what?
And something last night, that damn pipe in the basement burst again. That's the third time this month. Not that anyone cares.
That's...
And everything's always underwater. So I spent the whole morning on my hands and knees down here tinkering around. And then I thought, what's that strange object in the water? And hey, presto, I had the murder weapon in my hand. Not that I knew that at the time, obviously.
And did you notice anything else?
I don't know if this is relevant, but I talked to the guy a lot. Out on the stairs after work, he's the only guy here that smokes apart from me, see? 2 days ago, he was saying some weird stuff. Thought someone was following him, stuff like that, see? I managed to calm him down, told him he was imagining it. But I thought he wasn't.
Alright, thanks for the tip.
Maybe the ambulance driver. He was always kind of weird when it came to the PA. Saw him sitting in front of the guy's office again yesterday. Don't know if that helps.
So everyone's gonna say they suspect a different person.
We used to smoke together. That's pretty nice, actually. He quit now, so we don't see each other that often anymore. Sad face. But he's also been a little weird recently. Maybe he wants a job or something, but he's been chasing the PA around a lot, like a smoking gun.
Tell me about the new doctor.
Oh, Murderer McGee?
I think she's been avoiding me. I don't know why. Yeah, whatever.
You don't understand how awful it was. If it were just a dead body, I wouldn't have been so shocked.
So why is the camera right here instead of centered on the stage?
I've seen more than a few of them over the course of my illustrious career. But in my office? Before my third cup of coffee?
Yes.
What's the world coming to? How am I doing, Finley? Am I convincing?
You're doing great, but you need to stay in character.
Oh yeah, oops,
Him? I'd like to ask you about the incident.
Yes, of course. I think we all want to get to the bottom of this. And as soon as possible, too.
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I'm busy, so keep it short.
Very well, I'll be brief. Where were you when the incident happened?
I wasn't in the building at the time of the incident. I'd already left early yesterday evening. I always try to get here as early as possible, as a rule. That way, I can finish the day's work early, too. That's how it works when you're a doctor. Only today, my car broke down, so I didn't arrive until the same time as the rest of the staff. The breakdown service took forever, but maybe that was lucky for me in the end. Otherwise, it could have been me lying here cold on the floor, bleeding from multiple stab wounds as I went after him over and over and over. Horrible. That does rule me out completely as a suspect, though. Yes, no chance.
I see. Did you notice? Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I just can't stop wondering why it had to happen in my office of all places. That was brand new carpet. Ugh. And how? The only person with the key besides me was my assistant. Could this be suicide? And we couldn't stand each other. Always threatening to murder each other every day, the two of us. I don't know what he was doing in my office. As far as I know, he was never in my office unless I was there too. His key was only for emergencies. If you ask me, it was the nurse anyway. My PA made some nursing cuts a few weeks ago. And I've heard nothing but complaints ever since. They're like, blah, blah, blah. Not enough for the patients. Blah, blah, blah. People are dying. Blah, blah, blah. She also has a penchant for being unprofessionally emotional, if you know what I mean. You all right there, Jonas?
Like, that's something I would do. Go on.
Something about your statement makes me wonder. You told me earlier that you and your PA couldn't stand each other, correct?
That's correct.
Interesting, especially as I've heard from various sources that the two of you got along very well.
That is wild speculation. And anyway, it should make me even less of a suspect, if anything. I mean, the fact that I lied, that's definitely not suspicious. True, I lied, but I only did it for the sake of my image. I don't want to be the kind of boss who's known for playing favorites, if you know what I mean. So I treat everyone the same.
What do you think of the ambulance driver?
I don't think I've ever talked to him. I don't think I've ever talked to him. I say again, I don't interact with most of the employees here on a regular basis. If you know what I mean. She hasn't been here long, just a couple months. But she's proven a good fit. I was a little skeptical at first, but then she held me up at gunpoint and made me give her good reviews. Because I didn't know if she was assertive enough. But it's worked out fine in the end. She's normally very reliable. Though I did find a stack of uncompleted files on her desk just today. I'll be honest with you. I've always had the suspicion that he was up to something crooked. Oh, dagnabbit, hang on.
Should I take over?
No, give me a second. I need to get water.
Oh, okay.
Intermission, folks. This is the intermission for the play. We're all gonna take a little minute.
5-minute break.
Frick's gonna. I'm gonna get water too.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and buy a cup of popcorn for $30.
God.
Expensive, eh?
Or, you know, some nachos for 15 or
Oh yes, nachos where they use the like disc tortilla chips that are absolutely perfectly shaped because they're completely machine pressed, and the cheese that comes out of a hose.
Mhm.
Oh, and then throw on like one pickled jalapeno, just for good measure.
Or those like ghastly movie theater hot dogs that are worse than like
Ugh.
gas station hot dogs, you know?
See, this is why I only go to like Alamo now,
Oh, I love it.
because the food's at least a little decent.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean it's just the only one I've been to was the one in Denver for Zootopia. But
Mhm.
but I loved it. Oh my god, I think I got this enormous burger. It's oh my god. That was
See, I like
actually
when they have the crossover foods. Like they did a special pizza when I went to go see Nope. They had like an alien pizza and had a bunch of different spicy things on it.
oh that's awesome. I love it.
I'm assuming that is an American thing. Yes, Alamo Drafthouse is a movie theater that has much fewer locations than a lot of others. The closest that you might get that's more nationally branded is Studio Movie Grill. But again, they're like a step above Cinemark and that kind of stuff, but it's still not great.
There are other. I'm pretty sure there are other dinner and a movie chains around the U.S. But Alamo Drafthouse is one of the big ones. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like they're mostly like a Midwest Southwest kind of thing, as far as I can tell.
Really, the name Alamo didn't indicate
Yeah,
that to you?
thank you. Jeez.
Submergings.
Yeah, but no, I very much enjoyed Alamo Drafthouse. If you're ever in like Texas, definitely check it out. They
Mhm.
will they'll they'll feed you proper.
Like, why did I go? Trying to think, because I went to go see Barbieheimer like 2 weeks ago, and that was at Alamo Draft House.
Mhm.
I think for Oppenheimer, I just had a water because I didn't want to eat anything while they were talking in that movie. Whereas Barbie, I didn't give as much as a shit about listening to every line of dialogue, so I got like what did I get? Oh, I got fish and chips because their fish and chips are actually pretty good.
Nice. As far as I know,
Stoker back yet?
no. We were just talking about Alamo Draft House.
Why are you bopping me? Because I said I don't give a crap about a pop movie, about listening to every line of it. Come on.
There's a place up here called Central Cinema, which is like cocktails and movie and sometimes live shows kind of place, but I've never been to it because like I just haven't done much of any kind of like going to places and stuff in the last few years for some reason.
Couldn't tell why.
Yeah, but
On
I'll probably go.
Answer says there's a local cinema called the Silky Otter.
The
I need to see their logo
Otter.
now.
Oh my god! Hold on, let me.
Okay,
Please
sorry
tell me
about
it is
that.
an
What did I
otter
miss?
in like garter belts or something?
Hello?
No, we did
Is
a
that-
intermission thing.
Yeah, we didn't.
Oh, okay. What? Why are we talking about garter belts?
Because there's a thing called the Silky Otter Cinema.
Go on.
It's New Zealand, looks like.
Silky Otter.
Go on.
It's weird. I don't see any mascot for them.
Yeah, missed opportunity.
They just have like that really dramatic font for their logo.
Come on, you offer anybody in this call like $50 and they will give you a quality logo.
They do that, it just makes it look like a sushi restaurant, not a cinema.
Huh. Huh.
Huh.
Okay, anyway.
Anyway, Stoker, you can resume.
Yay, Rezumi. He's always creeping around everywhere, cropping up where you least expect him.
Expect.
You're right. Expect, because he's thick. I think he's been stealing, but I don't have any proof yet. That's why I framed him for murder. Please, hurry up.
I was told you don't smoke anymore. You said you were taking a cigarette break, but you don't smoke anymore, do you?
I'm not a murderer.
It was an accident.
I would never kill him. No, I don't smoke, but I am allowed to go anywhere in the hospital. Wherever I want, especially to my own brother's office door. You heard right? He was my brother.
Dun dun.
And I would never hurt my own family. I'd rather unalive myself. He may not have wanted to see me, but I can't help. And he died before he could change his mind. And I know he would have done if I could have just talked to him again yesterday. I heard the news when she first started here, but I've never really talked to her. And I don't think she liked PA very much. He's a nice guy. We used to smoke together a lot. Because our shifts synced up well. They don't sync up so much anymore. But he's pretty reliable and nicer than most of the others. She's sneaky, I'm telling you. Thinks she's so much better than other people. Just because she can boss us all around. I'm surprised she wasn't kicked out years ago. She's just a bad influence on everyone else. Oh man, I get coffee.
Do you know how your chief physician felt about her assistant? And where was she today?
I don't know what kind of relationship my boss had with the PA. But she always leaves the building at the same time on Mondays. I think it's because she wants to catch that show about doctors on TV. You know, that one show. Which is always on at that time. You know, that one time. That's what someone told me once, at least. I don't know if she's a suspect, but I think she's a smart woman. I don't think she would have killed anyone in her own office. She would have done it someplace private, where she'd be one of the most obvious suspects. But that's just a theory. A game theory. She was cursing her head off when she arrived this morning, too, because her car broke down. I saw them towing it away. You know, them. The giant ants?
You said you got along with all of them, yet I've heard differently. I've been reliably informed that you didn't have good relationship with the murder victim.
Yes, well, he was an asshole. I've never tried to hide it. Maybe not everyone knew, but that suited me just fine. Yeah, me and the PA, we clashed pretty often. He didn't always agree with my methods and opinions, And I didn't always agree with him being alive. And yeah, sometimes that made me angry, but angry enough to kill him? I'd never do that. No one gets along with every single one of their colleagues, and I'm no exception. That's normal. I've seen him in the corridors a few times, but apart from a friendly nod here and there, we've rarely everywhere.
I did that one. Are you getting along with the chief physician ? Period.
At the risk of sounding like a phony, I respect her very much, and I am glad to have the opportunity to work under her. I think I can still learn a lot from her. Murder! I mainly stay out of his way, since my boss pointed out her suspicions to me. I know she said to keep an eye on him, but I just always get shivers down my spine at the idea of having dealings with a criminal. Yes, I'm happy to help if I can.
These dialogue
Yes.
trees are getting a little
Messy.
messy, yeah.
This fake murder is getting more and more murky.
I don't think my boss would kill anyone. She has a lot of money and a nice apartment. Why would she ruin all that? Nah, I don't see her doing that. Yeah, whatever.
Doesn't have like a motive from anybody, do we?
Such a weird little side game.
This would be one of those situations where nobody was the murderer.
There's nowhere near enough information to come up with a conclusion here.
Uh,
That's all
Maybe
the
it doesn't
dialogue, it looks
matter.
like.
God.
That's you, Jonas.
Oh, that's right. No, I couldn't stand him, but that doesn't make me a murderer.
Oh, she's
If I
playing
went
too.
No. If I went around wanting to murder people, I'd have started actually doing it a long time ago and become a professional at it. Not that I'm saying I did. Fact is, he just wasn't a nice guy. Ask the new doctor, she'll tell you. He really had it in for her. That's more of a motivation to kill him than I've ever had. Besides, I was on duty on another ward all night. So I couldn't have killed him anyway. Yeah, I was busy.
Killing.
Somebody else. Yeah. Like I said, I was on duty. I don't know exactly when he was killed, but you're welcome to talk to all the patients on the ward. I spent a lot of time there that morning, having a very long conversation with the woman in room 7. She didn't feel well, and she really wanted to talk to somebody about it. Not to mention giving them her whole life story.
Watch, all the patients from the hospital now show up and they're part of this too.
Oh, God. I remember wondering about the light that was on in the chief physician's office, though that was sometime in the early morning. No, I didn't see anyone. Or wait,
Gasp.
the janitor. I saw that janitor on that floor.
What would the janitor be doing in a hospital hall?
A hospital hall. He said he was looking for a ladder for some repair work.
There was something wrong in the hospital.
Unfortunately, I couldn't help him. I had my hands full myself that morning in the hospital. All right.
Because I heard differently.
The new doctor? I don't really know anything about her. I hardly knew her. I wasn't that interested either. I just overheard
You overwatched.
that she and the PA clashed a lot. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that they came here from the same hospital. The name was similar anyway, but whether they knew each other back then, I have no idea. It's a while since the PA had left there. I ran into her several times yesterday. She said I wanted to move some files from her office into other offices. Spent all morning carrying boxes around.
It has been implied that you might have had a motive after all. Namely, a personal dislike combined with the nursing cuts.
I already told you that I didn't like him. But that doesn't mean I killed him. Being temperamental doesn't mean that I'm a murderer. Yeah, he made the nursing service even worse than it already was. And I could have laid into him about it then. But did I do it? No. Am I sad that he's dead? No. I'm still not a murderer.
Despite how stabbable and squishy his organs were.
Yeah. I don't know who that is.
Did you never have any contact with each other?
No, never. You know, a hospital like this is a big place. If I ran around the building all day trying to make friends...
I'd be you, Finley.
Yeah. Do you know what would happen then? I'd have a lot of friends. We'd have a lot fewer patients, a lot more funeral. Wow. That's what. I mean, she's my boss. What more can I say?
Quite a bit, actually.
Yeah. We work on the same ward. The only thing I really remember was that the PA gave her a lot of stick. Most of it was uncalled for. But I have no idea if she had a problem with that stick.
Being given a lot of stick.
We get along all right. He's quite a nice guy. Not very talkative, but I think we just both enjoy not having to talk for a change. I often think that the hospital would collapse without him. Like in a storm. Oh dear, oh dear.
You know anything regarding the whereabouts of the janitor today? Miller.
Huh? 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 The janitor's a suspect, but why would he want to kill my brother? I always thought he was good-natured, but maybe I was wrong about him, too. But didn't he find the murder weapon as well? I didn't know what it was. If I killed someone, I wouldn't turn the murder weapon over to the police. Dude, it's called a self-report, okay? You saw the event.
Are you suggesting that he's sus?
Yes. We suspect he's sus.
But who knows what goes on in his head?
Oh.
He's busy most of the time, but I think we get along just fine. Sometimes she smiles at me in the hallway, so I think she believes that too.
Oh, really?
Right? Hey, this is the third time I'm asking. If you're not gonna get a coffee, I'll go get one myself.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Joker.
Oh, sorry. I respect anybody who works in nursing. I can hardly imagine the pressure those people must be under. Even though I've heard that some of them don't handle it too well. They're kinda stabby. Yes, I'm happy to help if I can.
You suspect her? Well, when I was on the other ward, she was on duty there, just like she was meant to be. Because of her temper? I always thought it was just a rumor. There's another nurse on the ward who has frequent outbursts of anger. But the nurse dealt with it herself more often than not. Because she understood the reason behind it. But she just cares a lot about her team.
So I've been asking around a bit here. Several people said they saw you.
What? Kira saw me? I was just fetching some tools. Like, she thought. Honestly. Okay. I wasn't. I confess. I snuck out of the basement. But I didn't kill him. Sometimes I take medication for the hospital. Only little. It's just all so expensive, going Breaking Bad. So sometimes I take things that nobody needs anymore anyway. That's why I was in the ward. But that's the only reason. I'm not Breaking Bad. You deny it. I saw her on the ward yesterday. We didn't talk like that's on the one person. She's always busy, really. Yeah, whatever. And I'm kinda sus.
Were you aware the ambulance driver was actually the brother of the victim?
Did I know they were related? Of course, I hired him after all. I'm not stupid. My assistant didn't like his brother very much. We discussed the prospect of firing him on several occasions. But in the end, he said his brother was weird but harmless. In fact, he was a very peaceable person. All the same, he didn't want to talk to him. I mean, she does excellent work, no question. Oh, but her temperament was more of a hindrance than a help. And the PA recently made some nursing cuts. Other than that, she was certainly meant to be on duty. But you never know what people are actually up to. I'm starting to veer into Pegasus territory.
I was just gonna say.
Please hurry up, Finley boy.
Heard something about that. That's way too vague. I don't see anything new.
Or would I have some questions for you?
Are sure? Yeah, I already did that one.
I figured you might have added something. Okay. So be ready, be one more time.
Okay, I have completed my investigation. Goodness.
Oh, that's right. What do you think? Can you reconstruct the course of the events?
Yes, I can tell you what happened here.
Oh,
Sure, why not?
fantastic. So, who did it?
The case is absolutely clear. There's only
Is
one
it?
person who could have committed this heinous act, even though every single one of you had a motive. The solution is crystal clear.
It was Ray.
All right, Rick, who do you think it is?
And I have no idea.
This was a strange little mini game. I was expecting something a lot more whimsical and less topical.
It's kind of how I feel about this entire game.
So who guilty? See, if there was this actually an improv thing, they wouldn't labor the details and like try to sit here and actually figure it out. Finley'd be like, "All right, I admit it. It was me. I did it."
Yeah.
He created too convoluted a story in his draft that he was working on about some investigation in a hospital, and so I killed him.
Nice.
He predicted his own death.
What a twist.
With a twist. Or hell, if they had my sense of humor, Finley would look directly at the screen and go, "It was you!"
BRB again, y'all.
Oh no.
That's gotta be one of those meme things, right? Front-facing Finley can't hurt you. Front-facing Finley isn't real. Front-facing Finley.
Obviously, I need to give it more thought.
Oh god, now I'm thinking about that. Front-facing Strawberry can't hurt you. Front-facing Strawberry doesn't exist.
Hello, I'm back again.
I think I'm just gonna accuse Mia.
I think you passed. Yeah.
The chief physician!
No.
But
No, it really wasn't.
Does that mean one of us didn't play the role well enough, or is it you that's the problem? Damn!
I'm a doctor, not a detective.
GC.
GC's muted or not here or something.
That's just the thing, it's obviously the new doctor. After all, she was the only one whose alibi was contradicted by anyone. And she said she spent all morning working on the files. But the nurse was very clear that she kept running into the doctor in the hallway.
Oh, what was the motive then?
Isn't it obvious? The PA and the new doctor used to work at the same hospital. The involuntary manslaughter that got him fired, but which they could never prove was him? That was actually a murder that she committed. And it didn't go down well with her when somebody else got the credit for it. In fact, she took it so badly that she followed him to his new hospital, and when she caught him in the chief physician's office, She seized her opportunity for revenge.
Yes.
Yes, it's a very hack plot. It's very simple when you think about it.
Yeah, sure.
Well, that was a big bunch of nothing.
That's how I feel about murder mystery dinners. Joker.
Oh, wow, my hands are still shaking. I always get a kick out of acting. I'll be up all night tonight, and it certainly has nothing to do. Oh, well, even without coffee. Thought I'd really pulled the wool over your eyes. you did.
It really
You
doesn't
did.
matter. It really doesn't matter.
I mean,
Nothing really matters.
Let's just say. Now, what do you think of the show? The show? Well, if you could even call that Hemi acting a show, then I'd say it was pretty straightforward. Can't believe you couldn't solve the murder. Yeah, why not? It was tough. That bunch of amateurs made it easy for you. Hey, that's not very nice. Niceness has nothing to do with it. Starts punching himself. It's all about acting. The only thing that keeps us grounded in this world. Do you have any tips for me? I don't know if it's worth the effort. I can't really spare the time. I must leave now. Farewell. Don't have any tips, do you? Hello? Statue's not answering anymore.
it's too bad you couldn't solve the murder.
It's okay. It's not fun.
Glad to hear it.
Whew, that was exciting. My knees are still knocking. Canuck, canuck, canuck.
I think my acting needs a little more practice.
Hee hee.
Oh, I'm gonna get going now. What about you guys?
I'll stay here in the fresh air for a while longer. Finley, do you have a moment?
All right, get home safe then. Night night, crime busters.
I was expecting her to just walk off the direction she was facing, and we're just like, there's just a cliff there, but she just disappears. I didn't know it was about a murder. Sorry, I hope that wasn't too much for you. I really enjoyed it, though. Without you, I probably wouldn't have come.
Thanks for getting my mind off things.
All those murdered doctors.
Yeah, thanks for getting my mind off of death with a murder mystery.
Honestly.
Finley, I don't know how you're feeling right now. I don't know what it's like when somebody dies on you for the first time. But I have to assume that it'll happen to me sometime too. And I'm pretty scared of it. Terrified, actually. But it's also part of the job, and a good doctor needs to be able to handle it.
Hey, it might never happen to you. You're a great doctor.
Yeah, I think that's unrealistic.
Yeah.
But when it happens, I want to be ready.
You just happen to be the most fortunate doctor in the world.
Yeah, seriously, right?
Yeah.
What are you thinking right now?
Not much. All I want to do right now is sleep.
And thank you for joining in. I wouldn't have had the nerves for it without you. You. Maybe you'll want to do it again in the future. But next time, I want to be the detective.
I'd be honored to have you solve my murder. What?
I don't understand these choices.
Uh,
Does
I'm guessing the first one is you want to
keep talking and keep hanging out, and the second one is like, I think I'm good, I'm going home?
I don't understand.
Flip a coin. Keeping going. Maybe that's what it's all about in the end. Moving on.
All right.
I want to keep going too. With life here in Porcupine, I mean. I think I like it here. The people, the little streets. The Hibernation Festival was great. I think I could feel at home here. Especially with a partner in crime like you. Crimes? Let's make sure that as few people die here as possible. Yes, let's. That's the deal. Deal?
Yes.
Awkwardly.
Deal.
Got awkward, yes, he said.
All the world's a stage. Rehearse with the theater troupe.
Yay.
All right.
Yeah, I don't exactly like those types of murder mysteries because the way that I actually solve a murder mystery depends on it being part of a dramatic narrative. And if you just have like a long list of facts that happened, it's just really boring. I don't wrap my head around it.
Mhm.
You know, I'm not sure what they were going for there. Anyway.
I can't wait to get a good night's sleep. Is there anything else I can do here?
You know what? It sort of feels like it, but I don't know.
Can't go that way.
I mean,
It
Yeah,
reminds me
jump
of
on
like
that.
Einstein problems and why they're usually wrapped up in like these 5 different guys in these 5 different houses with these 5 exotic pets and these 5 cigarette
5 guys,
brands
burger,
or
fries.
Well,
surreal
Einstein
seed.
problems I can do easily because that's just like a straightforward ruling out everything until you're done.
Mhm.
The killer's always Einstein.
But with it, just a big list of facts, it doesn't feel like any of them are particularly relevant. Is the weird
I mean, when we
thing.
did that,
Because they're specifically hiding the when they do that sort of thing, like with the murder mystery dinner sort of thing, they specifically hide the critical piece of information among usually the most innocuous statements. So it has basically no dramatic weight to it whatsoever, and you're just supposed to remember literally everything everybody's ever said during the entire thing.
Mm.
oh, just crashing the wall. You're a sleepyhead, Flynn.
Someone threw snowballs at my window. Hope it wasn't my old houseplant back for revenge.
Finley, you ought to know by now what's.
Which one of them
That's
talks?
Finley.
Okay, hey, good
That's
morning.
Finley.
Yes.
I've had better, let me tell you. I was just resting my eyes, letting my soul relax for a while. I had a nice dream just starting up about a nice hot fondue. Then all of a sudden, stampede! This huge crowd of people come storming the eye. No consideration for my beauty sleep. They look angry.
Really? Someone threw snowballs at my window this morning. Maybe it was the same people. Why were they angry?
How should I know? They were headed for the old town.
Weird. I'll keep my eyes open.
Good idea. Take care, buddy.
Yep, angry Bob. Nothing to worry about.
Oh no!
Well, really? They went from one guy spouting absolute bullshit to a full angry mob in one day.
Yes.
I honestly call it.
Well, they telegraphed that really hard, so.
Yeah. There's one thing that this game definitely didn't take from Night in the Woods, and that's subtlety.
So, how are you doing?
I'm okay. You?
I'm okay.
Sometimes that's the way it is.
Sometimes that's the way it is. It is what it is.
Sure is.
And your sister?
Getting by. Your hospital?
Probably burning as we speak. Yep, getting by.
The river flows.
The river flows. The river's beautiful if you look closely.
Most beautiful thing in the world, Finley. Most beautiful thing in the world.
Fingers, and in Night in the Woods you had to communicate with 3 different versions of God.
How come your mom lets you have
See,
three
when you have like a conversation with God, it's okay if it's weird and bombastic and dramatic.
Man, where's everybody at?
Everything okay?
I forget who this is.
Stationary guy.
Which one of us is stationary guy?
I think that
That.
was me? I'm not exactly sure.
You know, I'm just gonna say again as a somewhat unfavorable comparison to Night of the Woods. It doesn't say much about a lot of these characters that there are so many of them where we can't remember which of us voiced them.
Yeah.
I was just shoveling snow in front of our store. I heard rather commotion. I wanted to see what was going on. A crowd of people. I'm walking towards the town square. I still feel the adrenaline coursing through my veins. My veins!
I mean, I also
Sounds
take it as
fair,
that
huh?
might be a part of it being a translation work instead of original text. Because when you have original text, it's a lot easier to give the characters different voices and different sort of speech patterns.
Well, they probably didn't, like... They may not have put a whole lot of thought into some of the smaller role NPCs, you know?
Yeah.
This ought to be entertaining, though. Oh, it's still
Adele, are you alright?
Dear Lord,
What?
I almost got trampled by a crowd of people. They were really fired up. I asked what they were up to, but nobody listened to me. It reminded me of the Great Riot of Sandalwood. Would you like to learn about that, my budding historian?
Yeah, we have time.
You should always make time for history. It always has something to teach us for the future.
I would laugh if the mob was over what they were doing, but during the story.
It all happened one hot summer in Sandalwood, thousands of years ago. Very different weather to what we're experiencing right now. At the time, Sandalwood was also known as the Citrus City. A lot of the people there worked with citrus products, you see. Juice, candy, soaps. In time, Sandalwood became very wealthy. The huge variety of citrus cakes at the famous Lime Cream Bakery were especially popular. Eventually, though, the owner of the bakery got greedy. From one day to the next, the prices of her cakes and pies went up to 5 times what they used to be. At the same time, she started using lower grade fruit in her baked goods. People caught on and called for a boycott. Things got so out of hand, almost half the old town was burned to the ground. Yeah, that escalated quickly, didn't it? All through the local area, the air stank of citrus for weeks to come. That's why they call it the Citrus Summer. A beautiful name for a terrible incident. 900 people died. The owner of the pastry shop got away with it. However, strict requirements for citrus food products were established soon after. And before long, she left town and was never seen again. Of course, that's what they say, but I know she was spirited away by the Headless Horseman. There you have it, the Great Riot of Sandalwood.
Fascinating. I'm
Not
sure this
really.
won't be relevant pretty soon or anything.
Yeah. No one could ever foresee this happening.
Mm-hmm.
A little early for a drink, don't you think?
Yeah, I'd better not. I just wanted to stop by.
Things got pretty ugly yesterday.
Yeah? All the same, I'm glad I could be there. For you and Irma. I hope the service went smoothly after I left.
We went up to the Glow Milk Woods. I found a real special spot for Irma.
And real special.
It was alright. Some of the mourners kept on bringing up the hospital, though. I'm still trying to process the whole thing.
Have you seen a crowd of people pass by here?
Yeah, actually. Pretty noisy for this time of day. I think they were heading towards the hospital.
Really? That's strange.
I hope it's not a sign of
These
bad
things
news to
cannot
come.
possibly be connected.
Yeah.
I'm on my way there anyway.
Good luck, my friend.
I'm just going here. Gotta let me walk into here. I have to go around and check everything. Not allowed to go out the back door. Why does hat and scarf snap to the correct layer? Just walking around everywhere in your place. You haven't seen a crowd of angry people, have you?
I would have laughed if he said to himself, yeah, to the hospital. Oh boy.
Hang on a second, I'm scratching my eye. Okay, there we go. Well, not my eye, my eyelid. You know what I mean.
I get you.
Would you like a hot coffee?
Yes, just take the dang coffee.
Ah, finally.
Thank you.
Once you get them with one, they're hooked for life.
God.
I just saw a crowd passing through here with pitchforks and torches. I thought I'd hit the jackpot, but they weren't interested in coffee, unfortunately.
Was it a big crowd? Where'd they go?
Towards St. Ursula's. I'm guessing you're heading that way too? Well, you can't miss them.
And then when he gets there, he just vanish out of midair. Or thin air. Wow.
So, one rabble-rouser who's mad that his wife died gets everybody else head up because an old lady died, and now they're protesting a hospital's existence.
Such a
Yeah.
bad idea.
I don't
Yeah.
feel like this makes sense.
Unfortunately, I can say it does.
There's lots of people here. I thought maybe there'd be gifts for me, chocolate. But actually, everyone's just angry. They're eating angry chocolate. I don't like it.
For it to make sense, there'd have to be some kind of baseline distrust of St. Ursula's from the beginning, but
Yeah, and
we
again,
didn't really
like,
get
you know,
a lot of that. There was some hints from the hospital administration that people weren't satisfied with St. Ursula's, but I don't see how that translates to hatred of hospitals.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, you can be mad at the administration, mad at the things that are run, way things are run, want change, etc., but it seems like what they're mad at is the doctors and nurses themselves.
Well, the thing is, the bull guy, what's his name again?
How much more money are you gonna squeeze from us?
Don't you work at the hospital too?
I sure
Who
do.
the hell is this guy?
Oh, actually, yeah, I think somebody did voice him. Yeah, I'll take over. I sure do. It's been far too long. I can't do all this anymore. I've been slaving away for years. No private life, no downtime. I want to make my voice heard.
Yeah, well, you're not going to do it in this crowd.
Like, these people have valid points. Why don't you join us? We could really make a difference here.
We can
Yeah,
tear
I'm
down the
the new
hospital.
guy. I have, like, no leverage.
I'm confused, like,
Stoker.
We want to see the numbers. I want to count them with my hooves.
I'm telling you, St. Ursula Hospital has to go. Go. How many of you have suffered here? How many of you have emptied your pockets of your coffers? These go up every month.
Okay, that's the first I've heard of that.
And worse.
Would you believe I had to pay $20 for my appendectomy? It's outrageous.
What? Rick, you're saying a mob is making unsubstantiated claims?
well, are they okay?
Never.
Are they going for like policy change, open accounting, or do they just want the hospital shut down? Because those are different things, Anyway,
He says the hospital has to go. He wants the hospital shut down. I guess they want no medical services in their town whatsoever.
Akuro
he did.
Now
Kibagami.
he switched to
Hold
the
on.
staff are overworked.
Hold on.
What is his
Hold on.
position?
That's Akuro Kibagami. Have you met people? They fly off the handle about the stupidest shit. Well, you see, this is a narrative. And in a narrative, we have to be able to understand why things go the direction that they do. In real life, we may never know.
See, that's the problem with narratives versus reality. Reality is under no obligation to make sense, and narratives are.
I mean,
Reality doesn't have the... Oh, God. Anyway,
okay,
so
here we
first
go.
he says the hospital has to go, now he says the staff is overworked, so he's playing both sides simultaneously, I guess.
And the building's falling apart to boot. Will we keep on accepting this? Will we keep on sacrificing our loved ones to this hospital?
No, by golly.
You're facing the wrong way.
Absolutely not.
What? What's this about?
Ah, that's our specialist. What are your plans for today, con artist?
Let me pass, Ralph.
Go ahead. I'm sure you got plenty corruption against to be dealing with. We'll just see how many more lives you take before someone stops you.
That's right. Get lost.
Down we're saying Ursula's. Down we're saying Ursula's.
So the poor staff is overworked, but also the poor staff are murdering bastards.
I mean,
I think he's just
Including
deliberately
this one guy who's brand new, who's been in town for like a week.
Ingrid, have you seen the people out there?
Oh, sure. Bit of an overreaction, if you ask me. That's what I'm thinking.
You think we should
wait.
call the police or something?
Don't worry about it, kid. This is the first time we've had angry folks show up at our door. I'm sure the protest has been cleared with the authorities.
You don't know
But you
that.
know, don't check on that or anything.
Yeah.
yeah.
So right now, there isn't much we can do. Ralph's always sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong. But when he gets an idea in his head, he doesn't let it go again, or can't go again easily.
So you're not worried? There's even a nurse in the crowd.
Nah, not really. Criticism comes with the territory. After all, no one who comes here leaves feeling amazingly refreshed and rejuvenated.
Actually, V, this angry mob doesn't seem to know what they're actually angry about. Well, that's par for the course. The mob doesn't know what they're angry about. We're concerned about what actually instigated this to cause people to join the mob in the first place.
See, like, narratives tend to have a point to them, and, like, this narrative seems unclear about the point it's trying to make. It'll be interesting to see if it can correct course before the game is over, but, I mean, like...
One thing I gotta say, I think Ralph, something about Ralph, that when he stirs things up, they listen to him easily because of something that happened to him in the past. That's what I think.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm still talking about like narrative arcs and, you know, messages and subtext and stuff. Again, Night in the Woods was very, very clear, even though it went over a lot of people's heads. Very, very clear about what it was trying to say, and so far this game doesn't seem to have that clarity.
Yeah.
At best, they'll just feel normal again. And if they don't, well, that's where certain kinds of people get angry. As long as they don't actually charge inside the hospital, it's all good. Dr. Fieldbald's already on the case. By the way, he was asking after you... seems like every day he wants something from you now, huh? Guess he likes you. But you can go straight on up to your ward. That's where he is right now anyway. With a spoon and a fork.
So he can chew you out? Paper ball slide.
The ambulance guys aren't here. How do they get out through this solid wall anyway?
Probably the other way. It looks like the road leaves... Oh, but it's blocked with a trash can.
No, they have to go into the third dimension to get out.
What's that?
We're already in it, Miller.
Dun dun dun.
Whee! Paper ball slide.
Nice.
Remember that part in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World where he tells his one random guy, "Your hair is stupid," and he blows up? Could you imagine that happen if someone does that in real life?
Happens all the time.
Damn, where have I been then? Don't disturb me, I'm working. That rage mob out there doesn't scare me. It inspires me. The emotions, the anger, zest, spice, fire. Yes, flavors can take on very different emotions. I wasn't expecting him to work.
Everybody else excited for the new anime?
The Scott Pilgrim one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that.
They got the
I am
entire
very-
original cast back.
Yeah, everybody, even Edgar Wright is involved in some capacity.
That's great. It's gonna be fun.
It's going to be extremely fun.
And they can do more with the animation than they could with the, you know, with
Well, and
real
it's going to be a longer format, so
Yeah.
they'll be able to include more material from the comic. that
I
was
expect
cut.
they're going to him a lot closer to the comic.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're still going to keep. Okay, so like, I have a friend who lives in Toronto, and there's this part in the comic where Scott and the third Evil X, the one with the vegan superpowers,
Yes.
Brandon Routh,
Mm.
they before they actually have a fight, they have this thing where they're racing through this crazy discount store and trying to keep their sanity because it's so overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a real place that really existed in Toronto. It was like famous / infamous. It was just like this labyrinth of bargains and bizarre junk with almost no rhyme or reason to it, and crazy disorienting signs. And apparently to go into the place did involve making a sanity check. But it sadly no longer exists. It has gone by the wayside, and I wonder if they're going to keep that part in the anime or not. If they'll keep it in because nostalgia and like Torontoan inside jokes, or if they'll have to update it with something else because, you know, now the context is lost.
I always wanted to go to Toronto.
I guess that depends on if they decide to keep it a period piece.
Doodles has visited the place when in Toronto. It was astounding.
Apparently it's called Honest Ed's.
Yep.
It was run by Ed Mervish for 60 years, from 48 to
God.
2007, and then it closed in December of 2016.
This place looks
Aw.
like fun.
Right?
Okay. It seems your whole fan club is here today, Finley. And not just that, Dr. Theobald's waiting for you too. You're a popular doctor today.
Have you seen Dr. Theobald around?
I certainly have. He's in our break room, which is why I'm keeping out of there right now. We've been clashing on a few matters lately. As such, I don't have much desire for small talk. You never do.
I heard he wants to talk to me.
Of course he does. Please keep it brief. We have work to do.
You go talk to him. He's like, so, you're the one that's getting thrown under the bus.
Yeah.
Dr. Theobald, have you heard about...
The people in front of the building? Of course. But first, I have a question for you. Did you go to Mrs. DeCalma's funeral service?
Yes, and I think it helped me. Thanks for the tip. I'm afraid I'm partly to blame for the protest, though.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the funeral seemed quite normal at first, but then they started saying it was my fault Irma died. I didn't know what to do.
You know, there's one thing you unfortunately need to be aware of working here. When you work at a hospital, problems become part of your daily routine. Generally speaking, someone comes to us with a problem. Sometimes the problem can be fixed. But sometimes, however, unfortunately, it cannot. We don't have secret superpowers. All we can do is make people feel like they were before. That is our business, day in, day out. When we succeed, we are rarely rewarded with positive words or deeds. Yet, if we fail, a negative response is never far away. That's the way it is, sadly. And our profession is far from unique in that regard. I'm sure you're familiar with the phenomenon yourself. We don't get a chance to provide a diagnosis until something's already not behaving as it should. It's not always true.
So what can we do to get these people to calm down?
Don't worry about it, please. I will not allow my staff to be attacked or harassed. I'll talk to the protesters and sort things out.
And what can I do?
Do your job. Help those who need help. Solve as many problems as possible. Even though not all of them will be solvable.
Okay.
I wish you the best of luck. Cockadoo.
Oh, I like the way he
Okay,
walks.
if he's the chief physician, he's got that stethoscope around his neck. You know he hasn't used that stethoscope in like 5 years.
Probably.
That's his ceremonial stethoscope.
Yeah, it's engraved. He got it when he received his honorary third PhD or whatever.
Wow, he's still walking.
Yeah, I did not. And that guy
Wait,
just
what
vanished.
the hell
Okay.
did-
Well, he
That was
disappeared
one
into
of
the
the hospital
doors.
ghosts.
He went through the doors.
He's a hospital ghost. I will hear no
Hospital
other
ghost,
explanation.
okay.
I imagine you have
I
questions.
think they might have put a little too much effort into actually tracking people's movements in this hospital. There seems to be like a subsystem for that.
I'm sure you want to know how I feel about all of this. Whether I'm worried about that little protest down there. Let's both do ourselves a favor and skip that part of the
Oh, it's
conversation.
twins. Okay.
Nice.
Come play with us, Finley. Come play with us forever and ever and
Also,
ever.
calling it that little protest down there definitely doesn't sound like something a person in Ivory Tower would say.
Please get started with your assignments for today. We'll talk later.
Who would
What
we
was
have
that other
today?
notification on your phone?
It's on notes. Yeah, more notes for Carl. I don't know. Yeah.
That was from earlier.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, whatevs.
It's not like I use
So
it.
we got 2 owls and a yak? Buffalo?
Yeah,
I think it was the,
We talked to her at the funeral.
Funeral. Yeah.
She was paraplegic, and she was like, "I'm also new. I didn't really know Irma. I was just here for a beer." What's all that racket out there?
Just an angry mob of people dissatisfied with our work.
What do they know? They don't have the first clue how difficult our work even is, do they?
How are you doing today?
You tell me. That's why you're here, isn't it?
All right, then.
Straight to work.
A subjective accounting is also valuable in the diagnostic process.
Boxer clipped the hospital ghost conversation.
Yay, hospital ghost.
Yeah, you have to do that red and green pill in the middle, and then not touch the green again, I think.
What if this were the option that Morpheus gave Neo in the Matrix?
You could take the red pill, or the blue pill, or the pink pill, or the orange pill, or the purple pill, or the green pill, or the yellow pill, or the...
And you have to get exactly the right dosage according to this mini game.
God.
I think that's correct.
Looks like it. A's, we love A's.
Your liver readings are improving,
Good.
but I'm afraid you'll need to stay with us for a few more days.
Well, it hasn't killed me yet. That's why you're still got the pleasure of treating me.
Thank goodness for that.
Don't let it go to your head. I know what the situation is in this hospital. Even I need to put up with an apprentice doctor. I've not forgotten my duty to teach the next generation. So go ahead. Learn something.
I just realized, if you look at his outfit, he's still wearing his scrubs and his stethoscope.
Well, no, he's wearing a hospital gown, right?
Is he?
Because he's
think
not
he's
from
wearing-
this hospital. He's from a different place, isn't he?
Oh, is
No,
he?
he's from this hospital. He works the surgery ward.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, he would be green. If he would be wearing green scrubs if he was in surgery.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Who voiced this guy?
I honestly don't remember.
I don't remember who voiced her.
Hold on.
Her name was Ted. I remember that.
What Buffalo? Me. It was me. So we meet again.
Theodora, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It's my lungs. The weather's doing a number on me right now. I need regular checkups. I have an artificial heart valve. Then there's the severe hypoxia.
You're saying your blood isn't being supplied with enough oxygen?
Exactly. I get by, but I'd feel better if someone gave me a once-over.
Your voice is going way too deep.
Too deep? Okay. But I'd feel better if someone gave me a once-over.
Sure, allow me.
What are you trying to do there, Jonas? You trying to do like Chieftain Wind Blows Over Mountain?
I don't know. Can't believe y'all criticizing my impeccable, unassailable.
I'm
acting
sorry.
work.
No, that's
How
my bad. How dare
dare
I
you?
criticize?
Respect
Criticizing
your
the
elders.
bull.
Jonas, your voices have always been perfect forever, as
Miller.
has your coloring and drawing. You've never, ever drawn anything incorrectly, ever.
All right.
Is it better if I do that? Is it better?
Yes. No.
Don't ask.
Would you like me to be toxically positive?
Ugh.
Apex. There.
Didn't you, wasn't there a conversation we were having earlier, Jonas, where you brought up that time you almost gave Jenny 3 ears?
Oh, so number 8.
Calling me out on stream. How dare.
We have a PogChamp in the chat.
Your lungs are fine. Your heart, too. I didn't know you could hear a heart valve.
Yes. Not a bad party trick, huh?
Ingrid downstairs can write you a prescription for your medication.
Great. That's what I call fast service.
By the way, things are a little crazy around here right now. Be careful when you head out the door.
I noticed, yeah.
And now, Stoker Owl.
Oh, was that me? I thought it was Miller.
No, I was the older Russian now. You were the younger owl.
Yeah, I think you get like a high-pitched voice if I remember correctly.
It was doing an owl voice.
Ooh. Hello, Mr. Doctor. Guess what? My tummy ache's gone. And my mom's coming to pick me up today.
Great. I'm really glad to hear that. Shall we give you one last checkup before you go home, then? I don't have great patients like you here very often, so I need to make the most of it.
Hee hee.
I'm a great patient.
Wait, if she's cleared for
What?
dismissal, why are you giving her a shot?
Whatever.
Did it not let you select where?
No, I forgot again that it doesn't let you use the arrow keys. You have to use WASD for that. I
You got
don't
A
know
anyways.
why. It gave me an A anyway. Okay. Like,
You inserted
close
the thing
enough.
into the other thing.
You've got just about the healthiest tummy I've seen all week.
Hee hee hee.
My colleague gave your mom a letter for your pediatrician earlier. Now, you need to be careful what you eat in the future, okay? Can you promise me you'll do that?
Yes! Dr. Gerda said the same thing. That I should listen to you. And you know what?
What?
She says you're a good doctor.
Really?
Yes, because you made my tummy ache go away. And she says you made her tummy ache go away too. But you know what else?
No, what?
Dr. Gerda is a good doctor too. Because she made my homesickness go away every night.
You're right there, Emma. My colleague will take you down to see your mom in a minute, okay? Take care, Emma.
Bye!
And Vinny's like, why can't I just treat kids?
No.
Drake, I
Is that
think
the
Rick
same
might still
or-
have simple minigames option turned on. I do. I'm guessing that's probably why it was slightly more lenient for me.
I have a lot on my mind right now. Let me take a quick look at your results.
But it's mostly because,
Happy face.
You
I'm
got
never gonna-
ass.
The the S is for sucks.
Wow. I have some organizational tasks to deal with now. Have a nice evening. Take care of yourself.
Do you think the protesters are still outside?
I expect Dr. Theobald's dealing with that. Don't worry so much, Finley. These kinds of things can weigh you down. But it'll all blow over in a few days. You've got the day off tomorrow. Sleep in late. Time off is precious. Enjoy it. You know, I think in retrospect, I kind of like, I think she's supposed to be like Russian because she's a snow leopard and she went to come from another country. I feel like I should have given her accent, but...
Too late. Can't change anything about your characters now. It's set in stone.
I've committed to the bit. It's what a real actor does, Stoker Brown.
Let me go in here.
Okay.
You're basically doing.
Thank you
You're
for
basically
clarifying that, Flo Disney, because they said children's pediatricians are a thing. My mom was one. And I'm just like, yeah, all pediatricians are children's pediatricians. That's the definition of pediatrician.
That's true. It's like saying
now,
great
Miller,
grandparents.
don't be pedantic.
Dr. Theobald, are you there?
Pediatric hospital.
That arm on his wall.
I still can't get. Ooh, look for his stuff.
Theobald, where'd he go? Looks like he was here not long ago. Maybe there was an emergency?
Uh-oh.
Well, the drink's still in the cabinet, so...
Maybe the mob took
Shelf
too
looks
far.
the same as always. Everything's still where it was this morning. Like Dr. Theobald's just vanished into thin air. How do you know it was like this morning? You weren't in here this morning. Maybe fell through a rift in time and space. You could be living in another dimension right now. A world where pizza can cure cancer.
I want to live in that world.
I want to go there.
Same here.
God, if I could have had pizza instead of 6 months of chemotherapy, I would have loved it.
Oh,
who
God,
is
who
this?
is the links with
Tell
the eyes
Finley.
again?
We meet again. Does the boss have time right now? I need to talk to him.
Dr. Theobald's not here. His office is empty.
What? Strange. I mean, Theobald usually leaves the door to his office open, but only when he's actually in it.
Have you seen him around today?
Nope, that's why I'm here. The people on the ward can't sleep with all that commotion outside. I was going to ask Dr. Theobald for help last resort before I go out there and kick some butt myself.
I spoke to him this morning. He assured me he was going to smooth the situation over.
Well, guess that didn't happen, huh?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I just bumped into Mia, too. She was pretty upset, poor thing.
Mia? What was wrong with her?
No idea. I called after her, but she ignored me. She just said that Mr. Arndis was back.
Mr. Arndis?
Yeah. You remember that old geezer, right?
Why is he back?
Always with the questions. Grandpa was sent to the best rehab money can buy at our expense. Then he's not back here 2 minutes before he goes and poisons himself.
Oh.
Probably thought his widow with a bottle of gin.
Is he?
Of course not. What's with you in the drama?
Which way did she run?
Upstairs, Arndis is on the 4th floor. If I had to guess, I'd say she's up there.
We're gonna have a repeat of the opening. I'll go take a look.
Alright, guess I'll hunt down the boss.
Thank you, Sandra.
No problem.
Thank you. Glint at name tag. Sandra.
Where's Maxie when we need him?
That's true. The stark existential crisis of honest heads. That's one of the best parts of the comic that didn't make it into the movie. Though Honest Ed's is in the movie in the background.
That's
Mhm.
wonderful. Oh, who was
Pelican.
Pelican? Hold on. Pelican. I don't have a name for it. Well, hold on, wait. Let me double check. Oh, it's me. Okay, Anthony. Have you lost something?
No? Well, yeah, maybe.
Weird answer. Weird voice. Well, if I find something, I'll keep hold of it.
In my giant beak pouch!
Yeah. Once you've decided if you've lost something, you can ask again. He's holding it.
This war just doesn't end, huh?
It's
I'll
the
be right
war
back.
No, wait, there's the
that
end.
never ends.
Be 1 second.
Oh, I know there are nurses who have felt like that. This is the war that.
Who's
never
this
ends.
jackass?
Have you seen Mia? Do we have anybody for Donkey?
Donkey!
Nah, I don't think we've done this before.
Yes, she just scurried past me. She was on her way to see a patient. Donkey!
Hello, young grasshopper.
Dr. Gatera, is there Mr. Arndis here in this ward?
My duty would normally prohibit me from simply divulging such information. But I can feel the tension in the air. Wait, actually, I know how I should do. This surrounds us, it permeates us, it holds the universe together. Yes, Mr. Willie Andis is a guest on this ward. He was just setting out for a walk down the hall. One of my own favorite cure-alls, as it happens.
Mr. Arndez, can you listen to me for a moment, please?
Did anybody
Fuck,
ever
who
vote?
was Arndez?
Hold on, now I gotta go pull up the list.
Jonas, you've abandoned us.
Uh, uh. Yeah, get better about this.
Let's see here.
If you just control F and type in Arndis.
Willie Arndis is Jonas. All right, Feder or Stoker.
Frederick!
Yes, Feder voice of Stoker. Do it.
Back.
Bring
sorry.
him.
Oh, now
There we go,
Jonas is back.
here.
Jonas is back, okay.
Oh, it's Mr. Arndis. What voice did I give him?
I don't know, an old coot voice.
All right.
Extremely dementia ridden.
Oh.
Bunkum. I don't have to put up with this. I already told you I didn't steal any blueberry pudding. And why didn't I get a pickle with my dinner today?
Mr. Arndez, please, I need your help.
Why does everybody keep asking for my help? I just want to be alone, damn it. Who are all these people out there anyway? Clear off. You're not getting my money.
Mr. Arndez.
Mia,
Finley, there you are.
what's going on here?
I wanted to do something. I have to do something.
What happened? Why are you talking to Mr. Arndis?
I was just on my way home. Those people, they're so angry. They called me names and threw things at me. I can't go on like this anymore. I'm here to help people, aren't I? Why are they getting on my back for that?
I know, Mia, I know.
Last time Mr. Arndis was here, he was barely responsive. I was hoping to ask him about the night of your accident. Maybe he knows something.
That's not a bad idea. Mr. Arndis, can I ask you something?
What is it now? You.
You killed my father. 3 hours later.
Don't I know you, sonny boy?
Yes, we've met before. You were at this hospital a little while ago. Last fall. Last fall.
That's all?
That was this fall. You had an accident. Do you remember?
Uh-oh.
Yes. I know your voice. What happened exactly? Tell me.
We were looking for you. We think the broken elevator took us both to a disused ward. I found you there. You were injured.
Oh, that was you? I was just trying to get back to my room. I don't know how I ended up in that place.
What do you remember about it?
Not much. I'm not as young as I was. I was looking for my room. The hallway was completely dark. But someone had left a desk lamp on. There was a bed covered in folders and paperwork.
And then?
And then I heard your voice. Not the most pleasant way to wake up. And that's not even mentioning the headache.
Is that all you can remember?
No. After that, I was back in the blasted hospital. My time at that rehab place was worth it, though. I've not had a beet lasagna. I've not had a beet lasagna that delicious since I was a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're doing
sure.
the thing where there's no meat consumption in this world, I think.
I see.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Arndes. You've been a great help.
What does it mean?
A lot. Can you remember the desk, Mia? That bed I saw on the 5th floor with the documents on it. Carl said there was nothing there.
But Mr. Arndes saw it too! And he is the most reliable narrator!
Exactly.
So what now?
We need to let Carl know. Maybe he'll know what to do with this information.
Oh, Carl's in on the scheme.
Hey, Carl, what are you up to?
Wait, you have a hidden camera in my apartment? I was just about to call you.
Things are starting to get out of hand here. Mia and I want to do something about it.
What a coincidence. I was thinking exactly the same thing.
You know, I think I skipped the part where I should have attempted to go outside, but I didn't.
Oh well.
They just let me keep going with the story.
Come on over. I've got an idea. Wait, have you ever been to my place before?
No?
I've been skipping all of those side quests.
I live on the high street next to the bakery. You don't understand how it smells every morning I wake up.
Whew!
Got it. We're on our way. Wake up every morning to the smell of cinnamon buns.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
No, I've known people who've lived above a bakery before, and they're just like, I gained 60 pounds in a year. They're like, I could not stop.
You know, just smelling it.
The spell gives you weight and powers.
Great things, their souls.
Dr. Gatera, are you alright?
It is what it is. It is as it should be.
Have you seen Dr. Theobald by any chance? We're starting to get worried.
That is definitely unusual. No, I haven't felt his aura today. Should I see him, I will tell him of your feelings.
I'm not sure what sort of bird he's supposed to be.
He's a
Well, that's what I'm
squonkulus.
trying to look up, because I think Gatera's supposed to be a peahen and is
Let's
Indian.
see.
I think.
You mean like a peacock?
Yeah, like a
Well,
female
no, peacocks are the
Pea-
Oh,
male ones.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Peahen.
peacock. Peahen.
Listen, he's clearly a squonkulus.
A squawk.
Might be some kind of pheasant.
Well, I just noted him as orange-faced bird for now, so you know. I'll update as
It's gonna be a long night. Good job. I put on some fresh pot of coffee.
Good job.
Is there
Yeah.
any other
job.
receptionist, or do you just live at this desk 24/7?
She has no other art of her. They didn't draw her in any other way.
You're not going to put on your street clothes, Mia? Okay.
if
She's gonna have them on magically when you walk out the door, I bet.
If
Yeah.
you see,
There's no less
Yep.
magical than the
Poof.
way you put your
Oh,
clothes on.
Wow. Don't you people have jobs?
You might want to go around the back.
Yeah, good idea.
if you see the receptionist anywhere else in town, she's still got the desk with her.
You see her at the festival, the desk and the phone is still in her hand.
Okay, so they're
This
still
is what
there.
this
So
is
where's
what
the
working from home looks like for me.
I figured for a moment that the doctor was kidnapped by the mob or something.
Well, I mean,
When you say kidnapped by the mob, I know what you mean, but that's not what I pictured, first of all.
I know. I feel like I did that deliberately.
they really should just page the doc. I mean, he's the head. He's the head of staff. They need to know where the hell he is.
It's fine. It's not like this hospital has any problems or anything.
Hmm.
Let's talk to statues instead of this.
Hello, statue. Hello, friendly / wiggle.
That's wiggle.
I
Mia's
think
like,
I think that might have been the a typo if that was part of the markup language they use for this.
Yes,
That's
it was.
really funny.
Slash
Mia's
wiggle.
just like, Finley?
slash wiggle.
Rehearsal was so much fun.
Yeah, I'm glad I gave it a try. Good talk. I've always loved going hiking, especially when we have friends waiting for us. I love the mountains, the green fields, the fresh country air.
That's it. That's all I love about hiking.
Whee!
Japanese robin,
Oh, okay.
I think.
I will note as such.
Let's go to
I
the
thought
basketball.
Japanese Robin was from that Batman manga.
I think this is improperly lit.
Yeah.
What?
Are
No,
you
they just
suggesting that this game has bugs, Rick?
There you are again. I had another idea for my comic. Want to hear?
Sure, we have time.
Okay, cool. So, here we go. The story is set on the distant planet of Magitopia. Our brave heroine Magatha is about to wake up in her bed. It's a beautiful summer morning. It smells like grass, raspberries, and warm air. She hears a noise and opens her window curtains. Suddenly, her breath catches in her throat.
And
She dies.
What comes next again? Oh, shoot, I should have written it down.
That is helpful in storytelling.
Why do I have to take so many notes at school? It's no fun.
no problem. I think I know what comes next.
Really? What's next?
All right, here it goes. She opened her window curtains and she spotted a black hole in the sky.
Yeah! A huge black hole was way high up over the planet. It's super busy eating up every star and planet.
Ah, what is our heroine going to do about that?
She's asking herself the same thing. I mean, she's like super smart and strong, but she doesn't have a spaceship, and she can't just jump her way up the space. But then suddenly, a stranger knocks at her door. His face is hidden under the hood he's wearing. She opens the door, and the guy is like... Magda opens the door, and the guy is like... I am the Order of the Comet, a secret society that has been protecting the universe since the beginning of time.
Mystical.
Yeah. Magda has never heard about it either. But he's like, Oh, you're the chosen one. You need to do something to save Megitopia. He gives her, like, a green rock. It immediately makes her super sick and die.
She's like, use this to kill Superman.
Take this rune stone, he says. Dive it into the depths of the striped ocean and place it into the gate of eternity.
Wow.
Magissa has no idea how to get down there. But she's a heroine after all. So she takes a stone, travels to the ocean.
Und travels.
Und travels. Oh, okay. That's one of the most charming typos they've left in this game so far.
Und
Und
travels.
travels.
But how is she going to reach the bottom of the ocean?
Wurde gar nicht geschlagen.
She's gonna find a way.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I am expecting one of these things to pop up. It's just still in German. I would kind of like to see that.
Yeah, I'm done. It was exhausting.
That was awesome. I'm so curious about what will happen next.
Tonight, I'm gonna think up more stuff.
I can't wait.
And the
Mia's
Homer
like,
trying to
so this is what you do in your free time?
fly- and Homer trying to fly with a card says, nerd.
Doot, 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 doot. Tyson Art asks, "Hey Rick, how are you doing today?" I'm doing okay.
Where do you
Oh,
see that?
it might just be the European Robin.
Oh, there it is.
Like, I'm still looking at what kind of bird this doctor is, okay? I'm not familiar with birding.
Look, there's something about St. Ursula's in the newspaper. Life in an unhealthy healthcare system. Interesting conversations and exclusive insights. Read the full 3-page report in tomorrow's edition. Huh.
Wow, that was a lot of space for that in that word balloon.
Mm-hmm. Ah. Mia, take it to high route again.
How cute. The stain looks a little like you, Finley.
Yeah! What a coincidence, right? I can barely believe it myself.
Maybe Pina used you as inspiration for this artwork. Yeah, how unlikely.
There we are.
Ding, ding.
Okay.
Hmm?
Hey, Carl, it's us. Miller.
What's the password?
Password?
You didn't give us a password.
True. I guess that one's on me.
Can you let us in, please? It's pretty cold out.
Not without the password. Hold on, just need a minute to think of one. Okay, alright, I got one. Password is mango. Keep it to yourselves, don't pass it on.
Great. Will you let us in now?
Not until you give me the password.
Mango.
Ah, it's you guys. Very good, very good. Well, what are you standing around there for? Come on in. It's way too cold outside.
I think you did
Finley's
that.
like, how illegal is murder again? And then Finley came along.
Wait, so Finley's your son, Mia?
Yes, it was, listen, it confused everyone at the hospital, too. Anyway, Mr. Arndis hasn't exactly confirmed that, but he said he remembers stacks of folders and a bright light.
Huh.
What are you thinking, Carl?
I think that all fits together. I used my involuntary vacation to do some thinking. I never liked this whole situation, right from the start. First, though, I need you to apologize to you, Finley. I was never quite sure if you'd been imagining things or not when you had your accident. But I could see now that you were onto something.
So, what are our conclusions?
That we need to go deeper.
Deeper.
You know, I'm the longest serving member of staff at St. Ursula's after Ingrid. I do the rotas, manage your inventory, and put our orders together.
What are you getting at?
We need to go to the hospital's document archive. That could be where we find answers to what's going on here.
You mean the big storeroom in the basement? Surely we can't just walk in there.
No, the storeroom's always locked.
Oh, come on, Miller, you didn't take the bait.
Wait, what?
Surely we can't just walk in there.
Don't call me Shirley.
There we go.
Even I don't have access to it. But I have an idea how we can get in there. It'll require perfect teamwork, though.
Deary the Deer asks, what would be the tier of your Patreon I would need to sub to in order to see the NSFW version of Skin Changed?
Any tier. You can just any tier, and you can see the posts, except for the sketches, request list.
There you go.
This is a delicate matter, like an ornate glass figurine.
That you smash with a hammer. Sorry, go on.
We need to consider our every move carefully, like chess grandmasters. Finley, have you ever played chess? Cool, let's play this 30-minute minigame.
Wow, you really put some thought into this.
Of course I have.
I always knew it was going to come down to this. Me, a hammer, and our boss.
Alright, so listen carefully.
Also, we just passed midnight.
Oh,
We did.
Old Glendower has all the keys to the building in his office, including the key for the archive. That's the one we need to get.
And how are we going to do that?
Sometimes Gregor stays at the hospital late into the night. Seems like he's got some kind of project he works on in his office after hours. I don't know what it is, but he sure puts a lot of time into it. And over the course of my many night shifts, I've noticed something. At exactly 1 a.m. every night, he leaves his office and sets off to see Ingrid.
Is there romance blooming?
Looks like we got a plan forming. Yes, that's it. Slowly he sets out on his journey, step by step. In excruciating detail, we have to show you this entire journey, so you understand he goes from this
Root
door
by
to
the
that
foot.
other door. His mind never straying from his goal, until he finally reaches Ingrid's desk. The two always spend a while chatting. Then Gregor grabs a coffee and heads back to his office. And you know what? When he goes on his little walk, he never locks his office. That gives us the perfect window to get in there. Finley, you wait until Gregor leaves his office.
Okay.
Wow.
That's when you go in to look for the archive key.
Sounds good, but he must have lots of keys. It'll take me a while to find the right one.
No problem. That's where Mia and I come in. Word on the street says you're a talented actress, Mia.
What? Me?
Yes, chat, we know it's time. We're gonna let this sequence finish out because this is looking actually kind of entertaining.
3 hours later. What if the camera just went past them? Oh my gosh.
Good evening, my dearies.
GC.
What? No, is that him?
Yes.
What's
Yeah, it's him.
Guys?
Or is it? No.
Yes. No.
I don't know who it
I don't
is.
know.
I'm on leave right now, right? It's best if I stay incognito while I'm at the hospital for now. I don't want any more trouble.
Okay.
Good. Now, where was I?
I guess it wasn't him.
Please pay no attention to me. I'm just an old, fragile little granny. Just here to visit her little son. I suppose I better head up to his room. Oops. Oh my. My hip. Such pain.
I think that's Mia.
Now who's this?
I think that's Mia.
That's Mia.
Don't worry, I'm coming.
Aw.
Fear not! I am a competent junior doctor! I'm here to help this poor old lady! It looks like she took a bad fall with no outside interference whatsoever!
What's this now?
If you get a costume, I want one too. After all, I'm playing the courageous doctor in shining armor.
Alright, I guess.
As I was saying, I rushed here right now to help this injured person! This looks bad! You there, with the broom!
What? Me?
You look strong and distractible. I implore you, help me with this dear old lady.
What's with the amateur dramatics?
No drama here, sir. This is serious! Exclamation mark period. I need to make sure that this person has not sustained any more severe injuries.
Alright.
Now there's suspicions about this.
You know, I just
And 3 years later, we get back to the closet.
Then, boom. The key is ours. The perfect plan. Now there's just one thing left to do. Head down to the basement into the document archive.
So, in other words,
Okay.
they actually are going to do crimes.
Nice.
doctors doing crimes? For shame.
I'm a little confused if this is a hypothetical or they were just discussing it and it was happening at the same time.
Good job, team.
No, I think it's the kind of thing where they are discussing it and then it just fades into the actual thing happening as they're explaining it at the
Yeah.
discussion table, which is a decent framing device for heist narratives.
Where'd they get all these
It's
costumes?
heist time. Oh, you know, Mia has her theater friends. One of them just does costumes.
Before we go in there, what exactly were we looking for?
I'm not quite sure yet. But we'll know when we see it.
There's a lot of cameras in this room.
Wait a second. The door was already open.
What? That
Okay.
can't be right. That door's always locked.
Maybe so, but it wasn't today.
Maybe you're right, Carl.
Let's check it out.
Someone was in here recently.
How do you know that?
The layer of dust isn't as thick as usual. I haven't been here in ages, but something just feels different. Like someone's disturbed the energy of the room.
Since when are you the mystical type?
Hey, back off. I can sense these things. You better take a look around. Maybe we'll find something unusual. I got these 2 giant curved sensors. They're
Okay.
attached directly to my brain, alright?
I think we should
Oof.
in for now.
Yeah. Anyway,
Alright.
we'll find out tomorrow.
All right. Well, this session took us some places.
Sure did. I'm really curious to hear what this little sequence goes, but
Yeah.
I think for now we should probably call night.
Mm-hmm.
My
A
time.
night in
The
hospital?
Mary, humbly recommend we raid Duper, who's got a brand new low poly avatar.
Another one.
That's right.
Rick, you don't
He's
get to
gonna
say
eventually
another
have
one.
enough-
You have like 30 avatars.
Yeah, but I can draw one in like an hour.
Duper's got enough low poly avatars to create a low poly polycule.
Okay.
One day he'll have enough low poly avatars that he'll be able to make one high poly avatar.
Nice. They just Voltron together in a single one.
Alright, bye bye everyone.
Have a good night,
All right.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.